This is the tale of Captain Bug Sparrow, pirate so brave on the seven seas, mystical quest to the Isle of Tortuga, Ravenlock sway on the ocean breeze. Okay, gotta pick a character. We start with the Severed One, who is our main guy. He's good at everything, sorta. And then we get 3 starting crew members. So, we'll go through them. The game kind of tells you what they do, but I have some insights of my own. Namely that the Navigator is the most important class, and you absolutely need one of them. Gunners are also really good, so we're going to grab the Gunner. He makes weapons shoot faster. Marines are melee fighters, and depending on how you play, you might not use them that much. They are good, and I'll grab one, but not right now. Surgeons are healers. They can heal anyone, anywhere on the ship, which is not as useful as it sounds, so we're going to skip him. And then sailors repair ships at a faster rate. Also super important. So this will be our starting crew. Navigator, Gunner, and Sailor. Now, of course, we get to customize our captain. As stated, he is Captain Bug Sparrow. He's brownish, a man. Can't be a lady yet. Sorry, this game's still in early access. Ladies are too advanced to technology. Anyway, I chose to skip the tutorial and do quick start, which lands us here in port with an objective already, which is to get to a library and research the Kraken that is trying to kill us. We have just escaped from a cult, you see. So before we do anything, let's hit port. Our ship is fine, but we have a bit of money and we can probably upgrade some stuff. So here at Weapons and Repairs, we can buy different kinds of cannons, different kinds of accessory weapons, and a mortar, which is pretty tempting. We don't have a mortar yet. This looks like it might be a pretty sweet weapon. We could also upgrade the number of cannons we have, which is a smart decision. More cannons is more damage. And we can make our ship easier to maneuver, faster, or improve our sickbay. Or buy some extra items, like a lifeboat, which will keep us alive if we die. Or if our ship dies, rather. A diving bell, which helps access special areas. And then water pumps and winch we already have. So, I don't want to spend too long here. Even though the Ship Smasher looks pretty nice, I'm going to skip that for now, and instead, I'm going to improve our helm and improve our masts. See, now we move faster and we perform maneuvers faster. So we could also recruit new people in the tavern if I wasn't flat broke. So we'll get more into this screen later when I need it. For now, as I said, our objective is here. So we have a few different ways we could get there. Let's explore those. Actually, let's explore this first. This is an event. The world is scattered with them. To go to new areas, you have to complete a certain number of events. Specifically, this is a cult event where you deal with the cult. They're always combat. You can choose to ignore them, but there are consequences to that. So instead, we're going to have a fight. Alright, so ship time. First, we're going to have some people man the cannons. And this guy will man our grape shot, I think it is. Alright, so how ship combat works. Notice the enemy ship meter in the top right corner. They all have the same kind of systems we do. They have a mast, cannons, sick bay and navigation. And also on the upper left, they have their ship health. We want to shoot it until it has no health. Another important factor are the movement bar on the left. This shows our ship's current position. Right now, we are as far away as we could possibly be. I don't like that. I want to get closer. So as long as we have a navigator at the helm, or anyone at the helm, although it should be the navigator. Let's get this guy out of here. We can move. And because our ship has upgraded sails, we can move faster than they can pull away from us. Let's take care of this guy real quick. Cult ships often have halifron, which you have to murder because they try to board you. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Looks like my weapons are charged, so I can target any part of the enemy ship. Since they only have one cannon, I'm going to target that. So our chain shot over here can only target sails, and that is useful for slowing the enemy down if you want to get close enough, or closer, like I am doing right now. And the reason you would want to get closer is because, first of all, it reveals more stuff about the ship, like the current health of their systems. And also, hold on, we sprung a leak. Gotta fix that. Once you get close enough, you can perform maneuvers, like the ship ram, aka the best maneuver in the game. So notice I just took a huge chunk of health off of them. The ram is probably the best attack in the game. Like there's really nothing better you can do. You have to be within one ship's distance to do it, or in like extremely close range. But that is why a navigator is so important. Because if you'll notice this bar on the bottom that's recharging over time, as long as you have a navigator at the helm, the bar will slowly recharge. And once the bar is full, you can perform a maneuver. The most important maneuver obviously being the ram. So now that combat's over, we can bounce. And I guess we got a second. I did not notice that, but let's keep on rolling. So generally the strategy is, at least for me, there are a few different strategies you can employ, but this is the one I've found that's the most successful, is you take out your opponent's sails so they can't get away from you. You close the distance to sort of nearish. And then once your maneuver bar is full, and you're close enough, do the ram. So you may notice we are presently at boarding range. This is where a marine would be useful, but we're just rolling in there. So the option besides reducing the ship's health to 0 is to reduce the crew to 0. Generally helps if you gang up on one crew member at a time. Oh, my gunner's not looking too good. Let's send him to the first aid station over here. So at the first aid station you can heal up. Between combats, all your crew heals. The only thing that does not heal between combat is your ship's hull. Alright, so that's taken care of. Fighting the cult does have a benefit in that I have this timer down at the bottom here. There's a Cthulhu in the middle of it, you might notice. If the timer ever gets to the center, I have to deal with a negative event, which can range from a small combat on ship, to a battle with a cult ship, to the Kraken. Alright, this is another kind of event, a ship event. These are usually combat as well, sometimes not. We have enough food, so let's give these people some stuff. Oh, nice. We also got a new gunner and some extra morale. That's not terrible. Morale plays into one of our need meters, which you can see at the top left. There's gold, there's supplies, and morale. Gold, you won't lose the game if you drop to 0. Supplies and morale, that's a different story. Let's see what these guys are up to. Man, we are getting very lucky. We filled out our entire crew. We got 2 sailors now, so we can repair our ship real fast, and 2 gunners, so we can shoot real fast. I kind of like a marine, but I think I'll be okay without one. Damn, nothing but good stuff for me. Alright, so take a look at this gate. This is the entry to the next area, but to get through it, I have to complete 10 events. So I have to hit 10 more random stuffs. Let's see what the one on the right has. We're about to get into a battle. Notice the cult timer on the bottom, and it's getting close to the middle. Ooh, this is kind of the worst one. So sometimes when the timer hits 0, you meet the Kraken. We can't kill the Kraken, not yet, so we gotta run from it. Fleeing is a maneuver, so basically we wait for our maneuver gauge to charge and just try to survive until then, which is not too hard. Kraken is more tedious than anything. Gotta cut some tentacles off. Alright, so we got enough juice to flee. Now all we have to do is wait for the next time to load. And we bounce. Alright, so now's a good time to talk about damage. So right now my helm is wrecked, so I can't do anything with it until it's repaired. This is where sailors are really good, because they repair stuff really fast. Let's get our men on the cannons. Notice how fast my little gauge over here is going up. Alright, sailors, you get out of there. We're going to put you on the cannons. If you have more than one crew member doing something, it makes the action faster. Where did my navigator go? Oh, he's on the gun. Chain shot. Let's fix that. Alright, so we're faster than this ship. We don't need to take out the sails. We can take out their cannon, I guess. Looks like we got some water. So there's a separate gauge on the bottom left you might have noticed. It's the water gauge. If it fills up, your ship goes down. If you're not currently fixing stuff, you can pump water over at the pump over here to reduce it. you might be wondering, is there a reward for taking ships without sinking them? And the answer is, kinda. Occasionally it will say you'll get a reward for it, but if it doesn't say it, you're probably going to get about the same as you would if you either sunk it or captured the crew. It doesn't matter. At least as I've found in my experience. And it's way easier to sink them, so that's what I do. Alright, so we don't have a lifeboat, so we'll miss out on this. And we still need a few more events before we can move to the next area. Let's take a look at our map here. We still got a whole bunch of stuff unexplored. There is a benefit to filling in the map, which is that you can sell your map at ports, which I intend to do as soon as I find some dudes. Or rather, as soon as I uncover more stuff. So as I noted before, this game is in early access. And actually, like right as I started playing, got one day with it, and then they dropped a giant patch, which added a whole lot of quality of life stuff, and just small changes, which I will get into. Now's a good time to get into it. So one of the things they added was a wanted level. Meaning if I commit crimes like help out pirates, or if I raided people, which I could do if I sat on this green line and pressed the special raid button, as I will demonstrate. This will get me money over time, but it will also increase my wanted level. And once my wanted level goes high enough, I will no longer be able to go to port, which is a problem. Alright, let's fix up the ship. We got a lot of money, so let's slap some more cannons on this sucker. And I think that's all we can really do right now. Other quality of life improvements is that when you fired cannons at people, you used to not have like highlights that told you what part of the ship you're hitting, and now you do. And they also added these sea forts, which we will see in a second. So these guys, if you're in the area, they shoot you if you have a wanted level. You could also try to fight them, but they are very difficult to take down, and I'm not equipped to do that right now. Alright, so I hit my 10 events. Before I leave, I think I've uncovered the entire map. So, we're going to hit the port again. And pay a visit to the Explorers Guild, who will pay us for giving them our charts. Also notice this. If I had a captain's log, I could create a save file that I could use to back up. Captain's logs are rare-ish drops that allow you to sort of circumvent the one chance
If you feel like it, you can turn on Iron Captain mode to have the classic roguelite experience. Although the fact that you can survive in a lifeboat and then sort of start over that way does kind of negate that. Which is why I'm not playing with the lifeboat. We live on the edge here. I wouldn't even allow a pool noodle on my ship. No floaties.